Hello and welcome to BusyWorksBeats.com. I have a mixing engineer secret, so I need you to smash the like button as a thank you, and I need you to subscribe as a bigger thank you if you're new here. So again, I always stay in the cutting edge because I stay in these circles that talk about a lot of cool stuff. And one thing they're really hiding from you guys is this plugin called Soothe 2. It's so ridiculous. Listen, let me show you how to apply this. So if you're a beginner, I just want you to understand the magnitude of this. So if you listen to my voice, for example, I'm a deep male voice. So my voice has like a lot of boominess around it. So if you listen closely, even if I do something like this, you can hear that kind of muddy blurriness that goes on. And that's because of a lot of things, like how close I am to the microphone, how far away I am, and then also the room as well, depending on your room. So here's the key. Basically, what we're going to do, I'm going to load up a loop from, Sound Oracle's pack called Digital Wax Bundle. It's called Forgotten Saloon. We're going to grab this in, drag it in. And we're at 97 BPM. All right. So we're in the key of F minor. So I set my auto tune to my voice range, which is bass, and then F minor. Okay. So that when I sing, it will lock me into key. So now I'm just going to record. I'm going to show you how you would use this Soothe plugin in real time. So let's record this. And I'm just going to make up a melody. I don't even know what I'm going to say here. Big drip. Big drip, yeah. Cartier frames, I'm lit. Gucci frames, I'm lit. LV frames, I'm lit. Drip.
Started. I can take back when we started. We ain't no track when we started. We didn't have a pack when we started. 0 to 100, I go real quick. Pull up on your pack with the everybody in the real. Yeah.
All right, I was just freestyling. Okay, so now once we have the vocal take, let's send this to the mixer. And what track are we on? 2. So we're gonna grab that over, drag that over. And now I'm gonna take this off. It's kind of weird hearing myself through autotune. So then once you have your vocal recorded, we're gonna load up this plugin called Soothe. So again, my vocal is very boomy. It has this frequency that clashes a lot with the 808s. So how I use Soothe is simple. I just highlight this whole thing. I just left click and drag. And then I grab this little darker one and just pull it over so that the majority of the stuff is shifted to the left. Then I grab this red point and I pull it over. And big drip. So what it does is it takes out all these like resonant points that make stuff sound bad, basically. Big drip. Big drip, yeah. Yeah, big drip. So I'm going to exaggerate it so you can hear. Cartier frames, I'm lit. Gucci frames, I'm lit. So here's without. LV frames, I'm lit. Here's with. Drip.
Started. I can take back when we started. We ain't no track when we started.
Here's without.
We didn't have a pack when we started.
Listen to that. Ooh, there's like a woofiness to it. Big drip. Big drip, yeah. Yeah, big drip. Now I'm going to exaggerate just so you can hear it. Big drip. Cartier frames, I'm lit. Gucci frames, I'm lit. LV frames, I'm lit. Drip.
Started. I can take back when we started.
Here's a more realistic setting.
Track when we started. We didn't have a pack when we started. 0 to 100, I go real quick.
And what this does is it fixes all those issues that happen on the microphone that would take like 17 EQs and a really good ear and like understanding of a lot of stuff. So to me, I don't know what they're doing behind the scenes. It looks like a dynamic EQ that does like valve following. I don't know the tech behind it, but it takes out those resonance points that add up and create that muddiness and that blur that mask everything else. So it's a really good plugin because now it sounds like there's compression on it when there was no compression. And now when I go to add compression, it's going to be proper compression. It's not going to be like making it sound worse. So I'm just going to do like a little quick chain. Not that this is my entire vocal chain. Don't copy this vocal chain. I just love Soothe for this one reason. I'm going to buy it. I'm using the trial version. So shout out to OK Sound, if I'm saying that right, who made Soothe, because this plugin is magical. Big drip. It's kind of like a must. It's kind of like, let me just give you the equivalent of what Soothe is. Like Soothe is the vocal correcting plugin equivalent of auto-tune to our vocals. So like just as important as this waves tune is to my vocal pitch, Soothe is to the blurriness and all the corrective stuff I have to do. It is an ultimate cheat code. And a lot of mixing engineers think this is cheating because this does all the work. Like I'm about not working harder. Like I don't know why people love working harder. Trying to figure out all the little nuanced EQs and like following the fundamentals and all that. Let the computer do all that hard work. Like, I don't understand why people want to work harder. So this plugin literally is the equivalent of like auto-tune, but for correcting your vocals. It even works on like harsh stuff. I didn't use it in its entirety today, just for I've had this problem for a long time with my deeper voice. So that's why this is like a godsend type of plugin, because with my deeper voice, it's harder to understand how to mesh with the 808s and the trap tracks and all that.
Big drip.
And then you can add your favorite. I'm just gonna add random plugins here. We're not gonna do a whole chain.
Big drip. Yeah, big drip.
Probably needs a little EQ touching.
Cartier frames, I'm lit. Gucci frames, I'm lit.
Sounds good without really anything going on. I just have the auto-tune plugin. I have the Soothe correcting all the like masking blurriness, and I have a compressor. You could EQ, but in my head I'm thinking of Soothe as an EQ. And then you would add like an EQ, you know, to maybe boost some frequencies you want enhanced.
Big drip. Big drip, yeah. Yeah, big drip.
It just sounds good. I don't need to touch it.
Big drip. Cartier frames, I'm lit. Gucci frames, I'm lit. LV frames, I'm lit. Drip. Started. I can take back where you started. Big no track when we started. We didn't have a pack when we started. 0 to 100, I go real quick. Pull up on your block with the everybody, then the real, yeah.
I mean, you really don't even, this is such an amazing plugin. Like I'm gonna buy it probably in the next 3 days. I'm gonna buy Soothe and other plugins that I talked about. So guys, I'm telling you, when I say this is a cheat code, it is an absolute cheat code. This is probably ranked 10 out of 10 in my opinion. If I had to rank plugins, maybe I'll do a series where I rank plugins. I don't know, rate plugins. But this is a 10 out of 10 as to like corrective EQ or whatever the heck it's doing. This is a 10 out of 10. I think it's a must have if you can afford it. And the same as like auto-tune is to our vocal recordings, and even a mix. You can apply this to a mix too. I just didn't get into all the applications of it today, but this is up there. So again, mixing engineers probably don't want you to know about this because there's even more stuff I want to show you guys that they're using, but we got to take it one step at a time. So thank you guys. This is Game from BusyWorksBeats.com. If you want some free courses on mastering and melody, just click the link below or go to premium.busyworksbeats.com. We have some free courses for you because we're celebrating our pre-launch for our new premium experience. So thank you for watching. It's Game from BusyWorksBeats.com.